Well, thank you, Matt. Oh, thanks, the clicker. That's a good one. Hello, everybody. As you can see on the screen, I put in a word, and I'm very curious, who knows what this means? Well, that's quite a lot. Is anybody willing to tell me what it means? Some hands up there? Yeah, I'm just going to be sure I'm not going to fall, so it's good. Wearing my heels?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's a long way up, no problem.
That's as far as I
So tell me, what does it mean?
Not consuming any kind of animal products like leather or eating stuff from other, no meat, no eggs, no
Honey.
milk, no honey. Yes, and don't consume animal.
Sorry.
Don't consume animal products in any form.
Sorry, I just had to make sure that I put on the ticket. Did anybody hear it? Yeah? Okay, then it's good. Thank you. Well, that's actually true, because vegans are a little bit different than vegetarians. There's a real difference between them. And if you look into the word book, dictionary, sorry, wrong translation, is that vegetarianism means that you don't eat products from dead animals. And if you're a vegetarian, you don't eat any dairy, meat, fish, honey, gelatin, and everything else. But it's also a lifestyle. So let's go on that. Well, Matt already said my name. Well, the granny there, that's me in 50 years. And that there, that's my, my company here in the city center. It's Novia Verde, it's called. It's a Spanish name for green friend or green girlfriend. And that's me in total. Okay, just breathe in. A little bit nervous today. Let me see, where was I? Yeah, okay, well, veganism. I'm just going to give that one to you, so I'm walking with that. So, that's long. Just let me have one moment. Yeah, where was I? Okay, I don't want to have the activist talk today with you, but I do want to have the hero talk with you about veganism. Because I've been asked here because I'm a hero on sustainability. And sustainability means also your lifestyle, not just what you do in your work, but also what you do in your personal life, your personal revolution as a hero. And that means that I'm a vegan, already for 2 years now. And also my lunch cafe is 100% vegan. That means that everybody that comes in is very surprised about what I have on the menu. Because there's no sandwich with ham, there's no sandwich with cheese, but what do you have? Well, I make everything myself. So it's always a surprise what I have on the board, what I have on the menu, what's on from the season, from the local farmers, etc., etc. But what has veganism to do with sustainability? Everything. Really big word. So there are a lot of commentaries, ideas, results about veganism on how you can do that. And today I'm just going to talk about sustainability in case of veganism, because you can always also talk about animal welfare, etc. But today I'm just going into the environment. So I'm just going to fact check a little bit. Well, the first thing that's a really big one is water pollution. If you go vegan, you don't use that much water. And you can see that here on the thingy about the water footprint. Beef is one of the worst. But of course, vegans also eat nuts, so in that case, it doesn't matter. But you can see here, pork, butter, chicken, etc., is a lot of water producing. You need a lot of water for transport. You need a lot of water to make it work, especially on areas that you don't have that much water into the ground, so it has to come from elsewhere, needs to be cleansed, etc. But also, one bad thing about it is animal waste. Animal waste used to have or contains a lot of heavy metals, antibiotics, hormones, and through their waste, it always comes back into our rivers, our normal water, etc. Because, of course, there are some, how do you say that, some lines in the governmental substitution about how much it could end up in our drinking water, but it's always there because of the animal. And as I was already saying, that it gains a lot of traffic. You know, American beef comes here to Europe, European pork goes to America, so it takes a lot of water to go and forth into the exportation. But also, one thing that most people forget is desertification. Because we use that much water, a lot of areas in this world are going into a desert. Yeah, we all know the Sahara, but there are also areas in Southern America, in Africa, that are growing and growing and growing as a desert because of animal waste. Yeah. Then the second one, carbon dioxide emission, also known as greenhouse gases, is that the CO2. Because most of the things is methane. Methane is also in animal waste. And yeah, as you can see, is that 50% of these emissions come from animal agriculture. So in that way, yeah, that's a lot. And that's, it's been fivefold since 1950 because we've been eating more and more meat since we got out of the war. People were used to having a lot of welfare about it because in the 30s or even before, people were vegetarians most of the time because they didn't have money to eat meat. And now we do, and we do it a lot. So in that case, it's also a problem, and especially according to the United Nations, they also see that this is a real world problem. So yeah, also a good one. And as you can see, I've put in a little fact, is that if you switch to a vegan diet, you can reduce your own emission with 60% on the world. That's a lot. And then one that's not very into environment, but also one that I really want to point out is heart and vascular disease. I read the paper yesterday, and that's why I put it in today, is that in our newspaper yesterday, it said that in 2025, 1 in 5 people in this world are going to have obesity. And obesity is one of the most epidemic diseases in this world that it has. And yeah, as you can see it myself, I don't have any problems with that. But as well, if you can see that diabetic reuma, it's called the disease with your joints, it's also caused by animal protein. Cholesterol, also a thing about animal protein. Animal protein has cholesterol of its own, but it's not complementary to our own. So if it comes in, it acidifies our blood. Not good, you know. So what does our body right now is that it has chlorophosphate, and that's in our bones. So if this acidic cholesterol animal protein comes into our body retracts the chlorophosphate from our bones to have the phosphate to neutralize our acidic level in our body. So our bones are weakening because of the fact that we eat animal protein. So then, of course, the question is, how do you get your protein then? Well, lentils, beans, veggies, everything else. There's more than enough protein in that. Because if you look at a normal schedule from somebody that eats protein, then we eat too much protein. And I'm not even saying about animal protein. So that question is really weird. How do you get your protein? So one very short one, famine. It's very logic. 65% of the planet's grain go to our crops. And you can feed one cow, but you can also feed 20 people with what the cow eats a day. So yeah, it's just adding up, counting on it. So it brings us to what it causes deforestation. Because all these crops that the cows eat, and our pigs eat, and our chickens eat, we don't. So that causes famine. But because we added our livestock with a fivefold, as I said before, we have the problem that we're going to cut down our rainforests. Not good, especially not with the greenhouse gases, because we need trees. But it also means a loss of biodiversity, because the normal habitat of animals is going away because of our livestock. And then I always get the question, yes, but you eat soy. That's the most biggest problem of deforestation, the soy fields. And then I say, yes, I know. But your cow that you've murdered eats more soy than I do on my own. It's only 10% of the global soy resources from the planet. And then I'm going back to my own story. Nog even verder. Well, as you can see, this is all vegan, guys. So everybody who says that you can only eat a salad when you're vegan, you're totally wrong. Look at this. Isn't this delicious? Don't you want to eat it? I made this all myself. This is my passion. This is my heart. This is where it's all been started with. Me going vegetarian first, then vegan. And yes, of course, there are all kinds of remarks that you can make. I'm wearing leather shoes, yes I know, but I already have them for 3 years. So what can you say about other leather shoes that you don't wear, or something like that, or the fact that, yes, where do you get your protein, the soy, you only eat salad, that kind of remarks. Just see out for yourself. Just check out the rest of the remarks. Animal welfare, that's one of the biggest ones that most vegans go for, the activist vegans. But then there's the environment. And the most important for yourself, your health, the planet's health. Just make sure that you get all into the details. You can ask me everything. I don't mind. I want to tell you everything. I can talk about veganism for an hour. It doesn't matter. But if you want to have somebody that's more activist than I am, you should watch Gary Yourofsky. It's the best vegan speech about veganism you will ever hear. Just put it in YouTube and you will find him. He has the best remarks. There are no excuses. Of course you like meat, but what does it mean if you can eat meat and the planet goes bad? And there's no planet left for your children, for your grandchildren, etc. Today is your day, your personal evolution day, to make sure that you can leave your personal remark on this planet by choosing for this planet and for your own health. So by that, I want to finish my speech, and I hope that I've inspired some of you to actually think about veganism, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you.
The Hero Roundtables are the global events that ask the question, what is a hero? You've just seen one hero talk. To find more and join the conversation, visit our website or social media.